I know Chigs is in here recording or some shit.
No shit smooth in here, right? So whatever you
Oh,
say,
you know, Che gonna have everything up there.
whatever you say, Chig's gonna be on YouTube with it, man. I like you.
Come
So I'm just chilling, man. You know what I heard today? I heard the Slaughterhouse and shit. I guess they had their problems. You know, that group has a problem. You know, I can relate to all them shits because I was in some group one time in my life, and when I in a lot of various groups. But I'm just trying to tell you that I was really getting into their situation because they just put out some music. Crooked Eye and Joel Ortiz. They just put some new joint out. Well, I just heard it, so I don't know how new it is, but it's late, as of late. So some shit called Vacancy and Backstage. That shit's fire, boy. They got me interested now. Yeah, I'm you know, sometimes it takes things like that to really, you know, get to the basis of an artist as far as a writer. You know what I'm saying? When you're saying that truth, you know, you're spitting them words. They ain't just words anymore. Them shits, those are actions in your mind because it's like they're so powerful. And that's what's the beauty about writing, you know what I'm saying? About being a writer, you know? And that truth moved me and shit. You know, Joel spit his verse first in Vacancy. He killed that shit. He was just saying, he wasn't saying incredible shit like he usually do, you know, metaphors and similes and all that shit, you know, that the writer uses. He was talking real shit. And the beat is crazy. And yeah, he killed that shit because he said what was in his heart, you know? And I felt it, you know? I ain't hear Joel Ortiz like that. And I never heard it, matter of fact. So, you know, like it takes real shit to be said and confronted sometimes for you to get the best out of you. You know what I'm saying? So the world can feel that energy. So, you know what I'm saying? You see yourself in the right light, which is the light that you're supposed to be. You know, what you was meant for. You know? And that's the first Joel Ortiz record that I felt. You know, I felt. I liked always his joints. You know, his lyrical ability, you know, but I always felt like, yo, the beat ain't right, the hook ain't right. It was never like composed fully right to me. I thought, you know, as him as a solo artist. Crooked Eye was always nice too. Another one. He was the underdogs. These are the underdogs I'm talking about. And he bodied that second verse. Bodied that shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, you know, it's just want to update y'all what's going on with the rapping world in my motherfucking head. I was paying attention to that today. You know, just driving around hearing them two songs, which is fire. You know, and I heard and I seen actually the live that this nigga Joe Budden did with Royce the 5'9", and they was, well, they said their piece. You know what I'm saying? They're accusing each other of lying, capping, and all that. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but I'm sure it's a group thing, it's an internal thing. You know, and I said, you know, just by me from watching from the outside, I could tell how Joe Buttons feel a certain type of way about himself, and you know himself as far as a solo artist, as a brand himself. You know, and when you think like that, and you're in a group, you know, I'm not saying what, you know, as far as like the meeting they had and. You know, they didn't want to take the deal with them. I ain't saying none of that. I'm just talking about from the outside, seeing people, like their attitudes. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to teamwork, it's like, it's hard, you know, keeping a 4-man team too. You know what I'm saying? Especially if y'all ain't grow up with each other. And, you know, but, you know, usually if you follow just the business rules, as far as like, yo, you're expected to be a rapper, an artist. If you're part of this group, you're expected to, you know, take this brand and make it bigger in any way you could. And that's the thing. You see, Joe Budden's talking about himself, how big he is. He's doing bigger things that the group ever done and stuff. And that's not a good thing. It's never a good thing when you put yourself out like that. Because it's like saying you don't need these niggas. You know what I'm saying? But yet you bind it by contract with these guys. You know what I'm saying? And you're a part owner of that name, Slaughterhouse, now that y'all went to court. So it's really, you know, like I always said, man, situations and reality in real time is what's going to show you. So what I'm saying is that Joe Buttons, he showed, even in that in that interview, in that live that he went on with Royce the 5'9" and Joel Ortiz, he really, like, he went and said that. He said, I'm bigger than all of y'all, like whatever, you know what I'm saying? Slaughterhouse is right now. I'm bigger than that. So it's like, once you're bigger than the team, then you basically telling them, without saying it, that you gotta listen to me, nigga. I don't listen to you. And when that respect is not there no more, then it's never gonna be a teamwork. Because, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day, they 25% each owners of it. It's not like it's one leader, a captain, you know what I'm saying? Because they would have appointed that. So they're all different artists that came from different places, and they got together. It's like me and the Bang Bang Boogie situation. You know what I'm saying? None of us was like the leader, but we all had branches, and we all had a corner that we represented. So that's why I made it a dope thing, you know what I'm saying? And even in that situation, things happen, you know, where life took over, where it's like, yo, you know, my little niggas got locked up. A lot of shit started happening. Also, that background, that's a little story too that will be interesting to one day be told by us. As far as like the perception of how we seen the Bang Bang Boogie movement and all that. I think that'll be a dope story to tell.